Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's bullshit, but we can't take no chances. Gfanatic 94 is not giving any of those communist cunts at YouTube the chance to fuck him over. So unfortunately, if you're under the age of 18, you gotta get out of here. Don't worry. We're gonna fight this war. But we need an army to do so.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to be another reboot, considering the majority of the Millennium series so far. Is it actually oh? Oh, you're kidding? It's a continuation of the last movie? Oh, this is going to be fucking sick, right? What the actual... Why? What the fuck, man? Oh, you're fucking No. What is this bullshit?
Alright, Noah. From pristine level gold to a shit show. Are you ready to cover Godzilla Tokyo SOS from 2003?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. I absolutely despise this movie. I do think that it had some real potential, but you'll see why I hate this movie here in just a second. First things first, director Masaki Tezuka actually, returns. And, well, you see, here's the thing. After the last movie did pretty well at the box office, Toho decided, hey, you know what? We had Godzilla and Mechagodzilla go toe-to-toe in the last movie. How about let's throw Godzilla's most popular first opponent he ever faced in the movie as well, and they threw Mothra in there. If you ask me, that was the best decision they made out of this movie. However, they also bring back pretty much the exact same damn plot as the GMK movie, just in much worse quality. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this, Noah. Do you want to list the cast?
Yep, I'm on it. We got Nobu Kaneko as Yoshito Kujo, Miho Yoshioka as JXDF Lieutenant Asua Kiziragi, Muchuki Koga as Kiryu Operator Kiyosku Akiba, Asami Nagasawa as Chihiro Otsuka as the Shobujin, Hiroshi Koizumi as Dr. Shinichikuyo, Chujo, Yumiko Saku as JXDF First Lieutenant Akane Yashiro,
who is fucking neutered in the same way that Miki Sagusa was in Godzilla vs. Destroya. Just want to get that out of the way real quick.
Ko Takasoga is JXDF Colonel. I can't fucking... Is that his first name or I can't fucking tell because it's weird ass name. Colonel... Yeah, fucking Colonel Togashi. Yantasuga as Shun Chujo. Akira Nakao as Prime Minister Hayato Igarashi. Koichi Ueda as General Tobashi. Naomosa as Rokudari as Goro Kano. Yusuke Tomoe as Suzumo Hayama, aka Lieutenant Hayami. Hayama. And of course, two kaijus of the main title. Well, actually, no, wait, the main title is just Godzilla, so. Technically one.
Yep.
Tsutomu Kitagawa as Godzilla, and Motokuni Nakagawa as Mechagodzilla, aka Kiryu.
Yep. And unfortunately, I cannot say that this movie is even on par with the last one, bro. We're gonna go ahead and get the human cast out of the way. And I'm probably going to go on 2 separate rants in this video, just to let you know. First things first, the human action. The monster action and the human action actually mesh much better together in this movie than they did in the last movie. It's just a goddamn tragedy on what I'm about to say next. Because y'all remember that badass, kick-ass woman from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, the last movie? Y'all remember Akane and how she was an amazing kick-ass character with motivation and power? Yeah, she's basically sidelined in this movie and replaced with the most unlikable piece of shit protagonist I have ever seen. Chujo. Fuck Chujo. I absolutely hate this dude, and oh my god, I want to punch him in the mouth. Every single time I see him on screen, every single time I hear him talk, every single time this man has anything to do with anything in the film, I just want to fucking punch him. Because he's so unlikable, and he's so goddamn annoying. He's even more annoying than the kid that's in the movie, and that's saying something. Noah, why did they do this?
Money.
Yeah, well, they failed at that aspect then because, yeah, this film actually flunked at the box office, but more on that in a bit. And yeah, bro, this film just, it shits on the character of Akane because she was so badass in the last movie, and she was so damn cool in the last movie to watch. And just watching her get sidelined by this moron that clearly was put in here as a love interest for Akane that really doesn't deserve her is just depressing. Essentially take... Okay, here's the best example I can give. Let's go ahead and use the Alien franchise. Essentially take Ellen Ripley from the original Alien. Kick-ass, awesome character from the film. That kicks ass and is just one of the highlights of the film and is one of the coolest characters you've ever seen in science fiction. And then imagine if the sequel film Aliens took that character and replaced her with, I'm probably being a little too nice with this comparison, replace her with Royce from the movie Predators. Except Royce is a nerdy kid who doesn't know how to shoot. Now, again, there's a reason as to why I am not listing the brief rundown of the film before the human action. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and list the monster action next before we get to it, because I want to end this video on a high note, and I want to talk about the fact that this movie was actually a great concept executed poorly by its creators. Yeah. Here's the thing. The monster action in this film. The monster action in this film is amazing and badass. Except for the simple fact that they basically used Godzilla the exact same way they used him in Godzilla vs. Mothra, the Battle for Earth! Godzilla is literally nothing more than a goddamn plot device in this movie! Which sucks too, because this is my favorite Godzilla design, and he actually looks cooler than he did in the last movie because he has a badass battle scar on his chest. Noah? Why the fuck did they do this?
Somebody had a screw loose.
Oh, somebody's gonna have a lot more screws loose in their head if I ever figure out who the hell sabotaged my boy. And yeah, while we're at it, let's talk about the monster designs. First off, Godzilla and Kiryu. Godzilla and Kiryu, first of all, Godzilla's design looks a little cooler, like I said, because of his, badass new battle scar. But then there's also Kiryu. who is the exact same design from the last movie, except he has quote-unquote upgrades to his design, where he has a more efficient battle pack and more efficient, wrist gauntlets, and he has a drill hand on his hand. But, and this is probably just me, this is personal preference, so I'm not taking points off of the film for this, but honestly, I feel as though the only real upgrade to Kiryu in this movie is that drill hand. Because I really liked Kiryu's battle pack and his wrist gauntlets in the last movie compared to this one. And Kiryu still looks amazing, and I'm not complaining about his design. I just prefer the last one's design better. And, well, next thing we have basically, Kiryu couldn't have the Absolute Zero Cannon repaired in the last movie, so instead they just replaced it with a Hyper Mazer. We'll get to more of
Triple
that.
Major Cannon.
Yep, we'll get to more of that travesty in a fucking minute. I'm going to get very pissed off. But before that, let's talk about what is easily the best part of the movie for me, bro. Mothra. Sweet baby Jesus. Who designed Mothra in this movie? They deserve a goddamn Oscar. Oh my god, dude. Mothra looks amazing. Alright, so straight up. Mothra in this film, she gets an upgrade from all of her prior designs. Okay, the last movie, GMK, had Mothra, but she looked like she was just a violent fucking berserker bug with armor. This time, Mothra looks a bit like her first appearance in a Godzilla movie in 1964, just upgraded to the fullest. She doesn't give off the vibe that she's gonna kill everything in sight the second she opens her eyes. And honestly, I think that the Mothra... I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Just like Godzilla's design in this movie and the last one, Mothra's design in this movie is my favorite Mothra design out of all of them. She looks amazing, she's kick-ass, and I am extremely happy that she returns in Godzilla Final Wars. Now, as for... Noah, cue the clip. Mothra's death. Mothra's death in this movie, it didn't make me cry, but it makes me depressed, because it feels like the talent for all of the actors, including the suit actors, died with Mothra in this film. Because, bro, the film is actually pretty damn good towards the beginning. But then Mothra dies, and it's all just downhill. Because the Mothra larvae look cool, they're fine, there's nothing wrong with them. But I feel like the writing staff, after Mothra died, just quit, and they had to just improvise. Because the writing at this point just... It's a mixture between already used ideas from the last movie and half-assed attempts at comedy. Which is just bullshit, because I can't stand that. And more on the final moments of this film after we're done with the brief rundown. Now, before we get to the brief rundown, is there anything you would like to say about the monster action and the human action in this film?
Well, I'm mostly going to be talking about the monster action here. I will say, I do quite enjoy the fighting. I really just sat down and I just really watched the movie once I got it over here on DVD. And I will admit, I do prefer the designs in this movie a bit more than the designs in the last movie. I just do like the more silver gray hue you had with this enhancements than the blue. And then we have Goji here, as you said, badass battle scar. It's might just be my preference for Kiryu, but I do like that design a bit more than his first appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I know I'm in the minority on this. Yeah. The majority of Godzilla fans do prefer the Type 3 Kiryu, that appears in this movie, over the Type 2 Kiryu from the last movie. And I'm not bashing anyone for that. I'm not gonna say that that's a bad thing, because it's not. Kiryu looks amazing in this film, especially towards the end of the movie when he also basically gets a battle scar when he loses an eye. But yeah, like I said, I just prefer the design from the last film, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mince words about it. I prefer it, but I totally understand people who like this design better. Now, Noah, I'm gonna do the brief rundown of this movie. Give me just a
Okie
second here.
dokie. Let's just sit back and watch the action.
Uh-huh. Alright, so after the battle of Godzilla and Kiryu in the prior film, Kiryu, 1, is in dire need of repairs, and Godzilla is weakened from his combat with the giant robot. And while Godzilla is healing and Kiryu is being rebuilt, Mothra actually approaches with her 2 twin fairies, a family in Japan whose eldest member actually visited Infant Island some time ago in order to, interact in that movie. I haven't actually watched that movie, so I don't know what happened today. Um, but yeah, they approach.
Oh yeah. I think we forgot to mention the fact that this Mothra is the Mothra from her first movie cinematic appearance, right?
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah. So just to clarify, in case we forgot to say that.
We did actually. So thank you for that, Noah. That was some very valid. Information. Thank you. Back to it though. Yeah. So basically, Mothra and her twin fairies approach this family, and they are hoping that this family can actually help with their mission. Because, you see, according to the Shobijin, Kiryu must be completely dismantled and destroyed because human beings are not allowed to, quote, touch the souls of the dead. And if Kiryu is not dismantled, well, in the Shobijin's own words, Mothra will declare war on the human race itself. Yeah, that's a hell of a way to open up your kaiju movie. The monster that is supposed to be a hero just threatened the world at large for basically trying to defend itself against the second generation Godzilla. And it's actually revealed that because of the humans unearthing the original Godzilla's remains, apparently that's the reason why this new generation of Godzilla approached Japan in the first place. Bullshit! Bullshit! If that was the reason why Godzilla attacked Japan in the first place, then why the hell did he attack before then? Before the humans even decided to get the bones out of the ocean. That is a massive plot hole. It makes no sense, and it is irritating beyond belief. I could maybe understand if they said that was basically just for this movie, but honestly, I'm giving this movie way too much credit for that. And yeah. Then there's the simple fact that, well, Godzilla returns to chase after Kiryu, and Mothra, trying to prove a point to the humans, actually approaches to attack Godzilla. And she turns out to be absolutely no match for this massive looming threat. So, yeah, Mothra, are you starting to think that maybe Kiryu was a good idea yet? And as a
Mothra noises.
yeah. But as a result of Godzilla prevailing in the fight against Mothra, Kiryu is sent out and has to assist Mothra in the fight, and now we're left with our massive battle. Will the entirety of Japan fall and be destroyed in a massive monster war, or will the country prevail in the end, and will Godzilla be laid to rest? Spoiler.
Find out right now.
Yeah, when I have an aneurysm of anger. Yeah, straight up, dude. I really don't like the way this movie ends. Noah, explain to me this. Not only is Godzilla used as a plot device in this movie, he literally only gets one badass moment that he can genuinely say is his when he trips Kiryu with his tail and blasts him in the face. But not only is all that a major downgrade from the last movie's fight choreography, but somehow, even though it is confirmed that this Godzilla can literally survive in absolute zero cannon that can liquefy matter, that can liquefy atoms on the molecular level, despite that, somehow Godzilla is blasted with this super hypermaser and Kiryu's standard hypermaser, and all of a sudden forgets how to fight. Okay, the actual canon explanation is that Godzilla basically, got weakened and tired from this attack. But after the last movie, that is such bullshit, and I am not gonna buy into that one bit. Now, basically what happened is they used that kick-ass shot of Kiryu firing at Godzilla, and then they exceeded the budget and just had to wrap Godzilla in silk and throw him in the ocean. Meanwhile, Chujo gets front row seats because he had to fix Kiryu, and good God, someone give me a goddamn sledgehammer to break his legs off. Noah, what kills me is the fact that this film synopsis that I just went over, it sounds fucking brilliant on paper. So then how the hell did they fuck it up so bad?
I don't have an explanation for this either. I was thinking of one, but no.
Honestly, dude, this movie is just depressing to me. I love this movie for everything it does right, but for everything good that it does, it takes a massive leap backwards. And it's just, oh my god, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. I hate it. And, don't even give me that shit of oh, well, Gfanatic 94, you're just mad at this movie because Godzilla lost. Go watch my fucking Mothra vs. Godzilla 1964 review and shut the hell up. No, I don't care that Godzilla lost in this movie. In fact, I think that would have been a great way to send off the character in this movie if he lost to a combination of Mothra and Mechagodzilla, because that would be a testament to his power. But, and this is a big but, Godzilla, explain to me how Godzilla kicks ass across the entirety of this film, absolutely dominates Mothra and Kiryu, and then all of a sudden, because the plot demands it, all of a sudden Godzilla's tired and gets wrapped up in moth silk. Can I call bullshit? I don't care if I can or can't. I'm calling bullshit.
It's gonna be that Moon Knight meme where he says, "Random bullshit, go."
Yeah, no fucking kidding. But yeah, man. I mean, just this movie does a lot of shit that's good. I fucking love the monster designs, and I love the fact that Mothra is in this movie because she's so damn suited to this particular role. But just the writing for this movie and the overall plot at large just fucking kill this movie for me, and I just can't stand it. Noah, is there anything you would like to say about this film before we recommend it to audiences?
Great designs! Shitty story. Shitty execution.
Yeah. Alright, I mean, I want to say more good shit about this movie because of how awesome the monsters are in it, but I just can't, man. Who would you recommend this movie to audience-wise, Noah?
Honestly, I'd say around the same thing I said last time. It's a bit of a younger audience, but probably older audience more. So.
Alright.
Oh wait, I think we forgot to mention something.
What's that?
That fucking turtle.
Oh yeah, Godzilla kills Gamera off screen. Fuck you, Gamera, you're a bitch. Yes,
Totally
I
Gamera,
know it's
100%
actually
Gamera.
Kama Wabus, but it's fun to imagine.
I mean, at least Kami of us got somewhat of a redesign in this movie that actually looks cool.
Yeah. But that's the thing, bro. Originally, this was supposed to be Anguirus. And I thank God that they didn't make this Anguirus, because I really didn't want to see my boy like that. Nevertheless, though, Noah, yeah. As for people I would recommend this film to, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that hardcore Godzilla fans would like this movie, even though it is with a heavy heart that I say that, because just I think that hardcore Godzilla fans are going to enjoy this movie, but they're going to hate the plot. Ultimately, this is just another one of those Godzilla movies that's only really acceptable if you just shut off your brain halfway through the film. And it kills me to say that because I know how capable Toho is of great storytelling. But, you know, I'm dragging on way too much here. So yeah, hardcore Godzilla fans, with reservations. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say fans of, fans of sci-fi, because once again, Kiryu is the same as he was in the last movie, and just Mothra showing up out of nowhere, to do that shit, and basically declare war on humanity if they don't destroy Mechagodzilla. So yeah, sci-fi fans. Other than that, though, there's no one else I would recommend this film to, and I honestly don't even think I should recommend it to the people I just listed, but, you know, there's only so much I can do about that. So yeah, man. That was Godzilla Tokyo SOS. And goddammit, I wish it was so much better, because it could have been so much better. And honestly, that's probably why it flunked at the box office. So, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day on this one. And Noah, are you ready, good sir? Because tomorrow, we cover the film that ended the entirety of the original classic Godzilla series, released in 2004. Godzilla Final Wars.
Final Wars. You gotta say with that deep voice, man. You gotta say with that deep voice.
Final Wars.
There we go.
Alright. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, join us tomorrow as we take a look at Godzilla Final Wars. Released in 2004? And good God, strap in. You thought Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah was 1991 was a wild ride? Shit, tomorrow's movie doesn't even have rails to ride on. You just fucking go! See you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, y'all know the drill. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Y'all want more videos, right? More kick-ass shit? Well, good, because I want more views. Let's help each other on this.